welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over the books I read in September. September was kind of a slow month. I got pretty much all the books I wanted to read in towards the end of the month. Okay, first book I read was Midnight Sun. It sucked. I actually really enjoyed the Twilight books, and the only thing I appreciated about these books, were like this book, Midnight Sun, was understanding the rest of the vampires' origin story, essentially. I gave it a 3-star rating because it sucked. This book was Falling by TJ Newman. I gave this a 5-star review. I thought it was very suspenseful, it was very intense. I remember having to, so I listened to this one on audiobook. Midnight Sun actually read, sorry, I'm like, my hair. Midnight Sun actually read in paper. Falling I listened to, and it was so intense. I had to pause because like it was bringing me anxiety. There's times where I had to take a break. So I really enjoyed the book. I gave it 5 stars. I thought it was a really good book. I thought it was a very insightful book and very suspenseful. So I gave it a 5-star, even though a lot of reviews don't agree with me on Goodreads. Okay, the next book I read was House of Salt and Sorrows. Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you enough. This book was amazing. It was so good. It was okay, how do I describe this? I went and looked for merch because I was just like, there has to be some type of like fandom of this, you know, like I'm sure that there has to be some type of stuff. Sure enough, there is merch. I wanted a shirt. I didn't buy the shirt, but it's on my Etsy. It's in my Etsy cart. It's about this family who is allegedly cursed, like with death in their family. There was a group of like 12 sisters, and now it's almost like down to half of them, like 6 or 7. And it starts off with a funeral. It's crazy, and there's like so many ghosts. There was times where I had nightmares just because I'm a baby when it comes to like anything like graphic or horror. So for me this was a little intense at times, but I could not stop reading. I stayed up super late finishing this book, so it was 5 stars for me. I'll read my review. See, like all the books I read, like no really review, like no really written review, just like the stars. This one I actually wrote a review. That means it was actually good, like very good. This is what I said. This was so suspenseful, dark, terrifying, and horrific. My heart is still pounding from the suspense, and it's been 30 minutes. I don't handle creepy and dark well, but I was so intrigued. I've been transported and connected to all these characters. I had to see how the story ended. Amazing book, would recommend. Here's me recommending it. And second to last book, it's called The Last Chance Library by Freya Sampson. I also gave this a 5-star. It was such a cute, wholesome book. It was just slightly predictable, but it was like just that wholesome goodness that my heart needed after this crazy intense book. Last Chance Library I listened to. It was really cute. It was really sweet, and it was just really wholesome. I highly recommend it. It was just sweet. And then the last book I read for September is called Christmas at Carly's Cupcakes. And that was also a very sweet, wholesome book. I read it same day, it looks like. Yeah, same day. But I listened to that one. I think that one ended up only being like a few hour listen. But again, that one was also very sweet, wholesome. It reminded me of like one of those like Hallmark movies that you watch during the holiday season. That's just like a cute little love story, you know? So that was definitely reminiscent of that. And not that many books this month. I read a lot of good books. I think we started off really weak with Midnight Sun, but then we came in clutch with all the rest of the books of the month. But I think what really helped out was just listening to these books, because 3 out of these 5 books of the month are on audio, which I think is normally how it normally is. But Midnight Sun, not it. I will stick to the regular Twilight books. House of Salt and Sorrow's Chef Kiss. Oh my gosh. Read it, read it, read it. And I will probably eventually go buy, some fan merch. Alrighty, well, those were the books I read for September. It was a slow month for me. I felt like I was not in a book kick, and I'm just starting to get out of it. So I'm excited to see what October brings and what books I'll end up reading, If you guys have any book recommendations, of course, or what you've been reading, I love hearing what you guys have read and watching book reviews. So my fellow YouTuber friends that I watch, please do little reviews on books, because I like reading those, or listening and watching. Okay, bye guys.